What up, guys? What up? What up? Make sure when you get in here, you hit like, subscribe, and share. It does not cost you anything. It's completely free. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until the good is better and the better is your best. We all like free stuff. All you have to do is hit like, comment, comment if you want to. Alright, so I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing a lot of other videos about what a woman can offer a man. And I just want to elaborate on that a little bit. So speaking from my personal experiences and what I went through and going through in the situation that I'm in now, I feel some of what the young ladies are saying. I'm a hard person to love. Like, I really am. I can honestly say that. I know that I'm a hard person to love. Because I'm just set in my ways. I've been through so much BS as far as relationships, as far as getting walked all over, used, told one thing but out doing another thing, getting caught cheating. My feelings have just been messed with. So even as a child, I was always considered mean or had a mean facial expression. But as I got older and started, getting in relationships, liking people, this, and that, and I seen how guys or boys at the time treat a certain female of a certain stature, like with the way they look or the way their size. I've always been a heavy person, so that sort of diminished my confidence a little bit as I was growing up. But as I got older, it didn't really bother me as much. I've never been the type of person that will talk to somebody for money or what they got, this, and that, and I would hope nobody would never do that to me. Oh yeah, this is hard. So I have been through a lot in relationships. I have 3 sons by 3 different people. I was in relationships with all 3, so it's not like it was like a one night stand or anything like that. My youngest son, I'm still in a relationship with his father. And for a long time, I dealt with my house. I done talked to someone, and he ended up, telling me what I wanted to hear, blah, blah, blah. I thought he was cool. You know what I'm saying? I ended up bringing him around my oldest son at the time. Not right away, after a certain amount of time, I met him I believe I met him on the bus. I was riding the bus, and I think after talking to him, he had just got out of jail or whatever. So, me. So I met him on the bus, and he was helping with my son. Seemed like a real cool. Just need to get back on his feet, had family or whatever. I was going around some of his family. He was coming, back and forth to my house or whatever. Anyway, come to find out, he was just learning my schedule because I worked so much. I've always been a hustler and a worker. He was learning my schedule and ended up coming into my house one day after we left my house together, took my son across the street to daycare, got on the bus, went our separate ways. I came home. Somebody had broken my house and stole, I think, like 2 TVs. I don't know if I had an Xbox or a PlayStation, something else. But he broke my house. I do notice the TVs was gone. That's the first thing I noticed when I walked in the house. And I'm like, damn, my house was broken into. I'm calling. He answered. I'm like, damn, somebody broke in my house. He's like, damn, that's fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Da, da, da. Still talk to him after that. Something happened to where I think I kind of just like stopped talking to him. I don't know what happened, but I stopped talking to a lot of people, but we stopped talking or whatever. And then when I was talking to one of my neighbors in the apartment complex, letting her know what happened, this, and that, she was like, your house is broken into? I was like, yeah. Told her today, what was taken. She was like, that boy you had over here? I seen him over here. And he was over here with another guy. The guy she described in the car was his cousin. So come to find out, he was the one who broke into the house and took the stuff. So that put my guard up after that. I did talk to people after that. But it's like, now my guard is up. Now I'm not letting nobody in because I feel like you got to get something or you're trying to do something or, the case may be. And I'm the type of person that I might not show a lot of affection, which I don't, even with Mike. I don't show a lot of affection, but he knows that I, love him or care for him. I'm just not a very affectionate person. I don't kiss. He does a lot for me, and I know he loves me. But he's the only one over the past few years since I started having my kids has stuck with me through my attitude, my discomforts. Everybody else, like my other son, my middle child son, we didn't work out, because my mouth, my attitude, this and that, whatever. I knew why we didn't work out. I know. I know how I am. That's why I say, in order to deal with me, you got to be a strong person to deal with me. And I got to be a strong person to be able to deal with you because I know how I am. And anybody that's willing to put up with me and what I got going on and my attitude and be able to understand why I'm the way I am, I appreciate them for that. And Mike does that for me. But not only that, even before I met Mike, I was going through, with my oldest son, he's 12 now, so I went through a lot with his dad, like a lot of domestic stuff. Not him beating me, but me. People play with your feelings and it causes you to do crazy stuff. So I did some crazy stuff. My second son, father, I was trying to, at some point trying to do better to see if we could make it work, but it wasn't gonna work. And I ended up meeting Mike maybe 2 or 3 years after we really stopped dealing with each other. But I knew why it didn't work out or whatever. So it's like when I met Mike, I had 2 kids already. So it's like I'm dealing with the stress of these kids and not really getting no help from either parent because I done pissed everybody off. Now, I can't say my middle son's grandmother, she's always been there from day one. Always been there. The daddy ain't been there or in and out, but the grandma's always been there. Even with my oldest son, his grandmother, God bless her soul, she's always been there for all of my kids. It's just the dads. Sometimes when you piss these baby daddies off, they take it out on the kids. And I think that's what happened. But, so yeah, they wasn't there. So now I'm stressed out because I'm constantly working this job, that job, not making enough money. I'm trying to take care and make sure my 2 kids is okay. Trying to make sure I can get them to daycare so I can go to work and make money to put food on the table and to pay my rent. So I went through that little transition for a while, and I was not going to just let anybody around my kids. If I met somebody, I talk to them and make them outside of like, you don't have to come to my house to talk to me. I got kids at the house, so you're not coming to my house. So I understand the stress of not wanting to deal with somebody, or if you really like somebody and you're trying to take your relationship to the next level, whatever, but you have a lot of stresses that come with you that are going to kind of rub off on that other person. So when somebody asks you what you have to offer, I understand when somebody says I have nothing to offer. I have nothing. I'm struggling. I'm a struggling mom. I have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids that I'm trying to, make ends for. I barely have anything to offer them, let alone to try to offer you. Me trying to console you, cook for you, make sure you eat, make sure you get out to work every day. I'm barely having enough food on the table for my own kids. And you just can't always accept people coming in, seeing like Mike. He came in and saw my situation. He helped me with my situation. So we've been together for a while now. So I really respect him for, putting up with me. Because I know I have my ways and I have, issues and things that I have going on. But he knows and understands those just like he has things going on. But you just can't meet somebody and then they start doing stuff for you and this and that and blah blah blah. Then they think they can control you. And that's the type of person I am. I'm not just gonna talk to somebody because they can let them do this and that for me. Because I've been in that situation where people do stuff for you and they think they control you. No, I got this. You're not about to do nothing for me and throw it up in my face. So I understand. At some point in time, I didn't have anything to offer. And I still don't have anything to offer anybody. I'm still trying to make it. I'm still out here struggling, trying to make ends meet. But I have somebody in my corner now that's trying to help me, and I'm helping him, and we've been together for a long time. We have issues, don't get me wrong. We argue, we break up, blah, 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 come back and forth. But we break up, but really don't break up. But We have a son together now, so that's my third son. He's 6. So me trying to, if it doesn't work out with him and me trying to go and get in a relationship with somebody else, I know I don't have anything to offer. My main focus is my kids. That's enough stress alone, is trying to raise your kids and make sure they're all set and make sure you're providing the proper way and the things that they need for them. That's stressful. Like, I go through that now. Even though I have somebody helping me, but these are not his kids, so I can't expect him to do these things for my other kids. He does, but I don't expect him to. And he has the mindset of he's with me, so he's gonna do whatever makes me happy. Like, he's the father, tries to be the father. My kids' fathers are involved now, one of them. So he doesn't pick up a lot of the slack, but he does help me with them a whole lot. A lot of the things I'm doing now, I wouldn't be able to do without his help, because if I'm not able to drop my kids off at school or daycare, he drops them off. If I'm not able to pick them up, he picks them up, and they're here and bathed and they're full when I get home. So I really appreciate him for that. But I've been there. I'm there. Sometimes it still gets hard. I've been there about not having nothing to offer. Sometimes when it's just, you have so much going on, being a single parent, you can't put your all into somebody else without making sure your household is good first. So I just wanted to say that I do understand. I feel the pain. Yeah. And that you got to be a hard person to love me, because I love hard. I'm not affectionate. People, they just love in different ways. And if you find that one person that can connect with you and accept that, stick with that person. Stick with that person. But you guys have a good day. God bless. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'm glad you guys let me come over here and vent a little bit. But yes, like, subscribe, and share does not cost you a thing. And remember, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and the better is your best. And remember, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Y'all have a good night, okay? Bye.